But you're upset because you were not strong enough to pull yourself out of a bad relationship before it was too late. So just because your heart feels a certain way doesn't mean that your head has to follow. Your head should precede your heart in most situations because you need to take care of you first and foremost. ZLeSeye here, and I want to chat with my ladies today. I don't want to leave the fellows out completely, so you can sit around and listen, but this is mostly directed at the females, okay? Because oftentimes we have these battles within ourselves between our heads and our hearts. And we remain in relationships, whether they be romantic or platonic. We remain in relationships that are not good for us. And we stay in these relationships knowing in our minds that it's not good for us, but something within our hearts, within our spirits, within our souls makes us stay. Because we feel like, I love this person, or I loved this person at one point in time, so I'm obligated to stay. A lot of times the people that we love tend to hurt us, and they don't do it purposely. But a lot of times it keeps happening over and over and over again, and we stay hoping that we can change them. We stay hoping that it's going to get better. We stay hoping that a miracle is going to happen, and it never happens. And we deal with things that we should not have to deal with. You staying and thinking that you're going to change them is not going to change them, you know? If a person is going to change, it has to come from within themselves. You cannot force it upon them, okay? Stop putting yourself in these bad situations and these bad relationships and then getting mad at the guy because you're in the relationship. It's not his fault. You're not pulling yourself out of it. You're hurting yourself, and you're mad at him. You're mad at me, you're mad at the other women, you're mad at the other guys, you're mad at the whole world because of what you're allowing to happen to you. What us women need to learn to do is separate our heads and our hearts when it needs to be separated. Unfortunately, a lot of matters of the heart need to be dealt with first and foremost in the head before we delve into our emotions. So we end up in these terrible relationships because, oh, I love him, or because the sex was great, and now you're there. You're a trying to figure out a pleasant way to say this. You're a slave to the physical aspect of the relationship. Or you're a slave to the financial aspect of the relationship. You're a slave to some aspect of that relationship when every other aspect of that relationship is horrible. But whatever your situation is, you know your situation. You know the ins and outs of your situation. You know if he ain't about diddly squat, you know. And if you stay, and if you continue to allow whatever is going on to go on, you being hurt is your fault. And I'm saying it because I love you. Okay? I'm saying it because I care. It takes so much courage and so much strength to exit from a space that you're so comfortable in. And sometimes, even though you're comfortable in that space might not be providing you everything that you need. You've just been there for so long that it's hard for you to exit. But you gotta get up and you gotta get out. You have to. Don't keep letting him move his way back in. Don't talk sweet to him on the phone. Don't open your legs. Don't spend quality couple type time with the person that has already shown you that they're not the one for you. Because you're hoping and you're wishing, but your star is dim. Just because you love somebody doesn't mean that you have to be with them. There is a certain thing as loving somebody from a distance, or loving somebody from a place that is comfortable for you, to where you're not putting yourself in harm's way. So ladies, just keep in mind that in a lot of situations, we have to teach ourselves how to allow our heads to control our hearts and not the other way around. If the situation is bad for you, then remove yourself, because you deserve better. Peace, blessings, love, and light. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. God be with you. Bye. Sometimes the source might bless us, give us goodness, righteousness, peace, and we might be looking at our someone in our family or a friend or someone who's close to us, and we see that they're struggling with something, but then we receive a blessing, and we might say, oh well, why didn't God or the source or the creator or whatever title you choose to use, why didn't the source choose to give this to that person, and why did they give it to me? I did this 2 weeks ago. I don't really deserve this. I think they need it. Don't question, don't dissect, don't overanalyze. If the source, if the creator, if Allah saw